What's up, y'all? Watched The Mandalorian. I thought this week's episode was the best episode yet. Um, Tons of action. I thought it was a great story. It was great to see all the other Mandalorians in their costumes fighting, and it was just it had my interest the whole time. Um, it had Sasha Banks in there, professional wrestler. And she did a good job acting. I don't know if she's ever acted before, but I thought she did a real good job. And it just had me riveted. I was like, okay, this is what I've been waiting for right here. It kind of took a while for them to get things going this season. And people were complaining about last week's episode about Baby Yoda or whatever eating those eggs or whatever. And they had people mad talking about cancel Yoda. I'm like, wow, you guys ain't got nothing better to do than talking about canceling a puppet. Come on now. But I thought last week's episode with all the little spider things, robot spiders crawling out, I was kind of lost. I didn't really, I don't know, I couldn't follow the story somehow. It was all right. It had some action, but I was wondering at one point, why doesn't the Mandalorian just use his fire thing and burn up all these things? And he eventually did it. I was like, you could have done that a long time ago instead of trying to shoot a million metal spiders at once with your with your blaster. But yeah, last week's I give it maybe a 3, and no canceling Baby Yoda. I thought if they were gonna get mad at anything in that episode, how about when the guy had the knife to the baby? I thought, now that was offensive. Not so much eating the eggs. I mean, people got too much time on their hands nowadays talking about cancel Baby Yoda. It's like, come on, you guys. Anyway, this last episode was really good. I don't want to give away what the story was about, but this was, I believe, episode 3 of season 2. I think it was episode 3, chapter 11, something like that. But it just had tons of fighting, tons of action. The story was moving along just great. And I really look forward to the next episode. And I read something about them doing a spin-off with, I think it's Boba Fett or Jango Fett. One thing had me confused though in this episode, and it was the fact that the Empire was back. Yet I thought the Mandalorian was supposed to have taken place after Return of the Jedi, so I was kind of mixed up on that. I was like, how's the Empire? They keep surviving, just like they come back in the in like the Last Jedi and all them. The Empire's back. I'm like, what? You can't get rid of these guys? I thought they wiped them all out in Return of the Jedi, and then you go to see there's some stormtroopers. And there's an article I saw online where they're trying to explain how the Empire is still here. I didn't get a chance to read it, but I thought you should explain it. Maybe they will in a future episode. I'm sure they will, but you should never have a story to where you have to read a separate article to know what's going on in the show. The show should be self-explanatory. You should get it as you watch. But I was just like, the Empire is still here. Uh, I'm waiting for Anakin to come out any minute. I'm like, well, no, Anakin wouldn't be around, but it was just it was a little tricky trying to figure out. But it was good to see the stormtroopers and all that. It made me feel like I was watching one of the old Lucas version of Star Wars, the real version, not the Kathleen Kennedy agenda-filled version of Star Wars. By the way, I heard they might make some new ones under George Lucas and somehow cancel the old ones that just came out and say that it was a part of some abstract universe or something. I don't know, but tell me what you guys thought. Did you guys get a chance to see this week's Mandalorian? Um, Let me know what you think or what you'd like to see coming up in the next episodes. This is the J. Roos Theory. Beat down the like button. There was no boxing in this episode of The Mandalorian. The other week they had something look kind of like MMA. I think that was the first episode of The Mandalorian. So I guess it's kind of related to boxing. Anyways, J. Roos Theory. Beat down the like button. Comment, share, subscribe, and be fearless.